Hello, this is another video review of Bitcoin just before the end of the daily light. Bitcoin has moved a lot and is under a lot of pressure to go down. Now we're back to the orange support area. I want to make sure that the yellow wave count doesn't get this wrong. This support zone is likely to break. Okay, because as I said before, the yellow case is currently the best one. It's the best choice because the market has made it clear. And those clear messages were sent because there were a lot of 5-wave patterns going down. Since August 25th, we've seen more 5-wave moves to the downside. In fact, we've seen these moves since the beginning of the downturn in March. Okay, this is pretty clear now. That's also why I told you very clearly that yellow is better. Of course, I can't say for sure that it's not the white count. Of course, the bullish white situation needs to be thought about as well. And of course, the white scenario has to show itself first. A break above 65K is the only way for it to do that. In a 5-wave pattern, that would set prices free in the 70K range. That's not even on our minds right now though, since we are below all the resistance places we talked about on the shorter time frames. Again, just to make sure everyone gets it, the point is that the price does go down into the area between 49,000 and 43,000 with an extra key level at 45.5 thousand based on what we see now. Okay, that's why I'm not trying to tell you what will happen. Based on how the market is doing right now, I'm going to make a guess. To keep doing that, the market has to meet certain conditions and follow certain rules, which I'm going to keep you up to date on every day. Let's say I add a limit zone for the yellow case. The price must stay below it. It could go in a different direction if it breaks to the upside, right? We need to follow these rules, which are laid out in the plan, and the market needs to do the same. Okay, let's look at the shorter time frame now. What I wanted to stress is starting on Saturday. My Discord group will be getting a risk management masterclass from me. There is a link to join in the text if you're interested. You can join on the website or right now on YouTube. It's a masterclass on how to handle risks. It really tells you everything you need to know. It takes 5 days or 1 hour each day. It's for 5 Saturdays in a row to make sure it's easy for everyone to get to. No one has to worry about when they have to work. It will be written down. Also, yes, it will be streamed live. It's basically a small seminar that gets everyone ready for trading and buying. I hope that everyone can learn something. Just know that this is the first one that will come out if you want to learn more. In the next few months, there will be a lot more than just Elliott wave and day trading. So this is something new we're putting out there, along with some high quality educational material. For that reason, taking part in a live event is always a little different from, say, just watching a course or live stream recording. That's right, it starts on Saturday. I wanted to draw attention to the fact that we have a trend line. This is the chart for 15 minutes. I could also look at the 30-minute chart. It doesn't really matter what time it is. It's more like how little we get. Yes, but the more details we see, the more fragile the patterns are. At some point though, the details stop being valid. However, the 15-minute and 30-minute plans work pretty well right now. They tell us enough about the patterns to be able to see them. Patterns can be hard to spot when you look at smaller amounts of time. At the time, the market actually gives us a lot of information. Just to remember you, the B wave top was on August 25th in the yellow scenario, and there was a 5-wave move down. That was the first sign that things were about to get worse. The price was still around 58,000 at that time. We saw a push for recovery. We were ready for that gathering. You may remember that I told you back then that we need to, or know, that the next rally's organization will really be important. It's important to figure out what Bitcoin is likely to do in the next few weeks. I also told you that if it's a corrective rise, prices will go down even more. This clearly fixed something, so we were keeping an eye out for more bad news. The next 5 waves then came down here. Now there is another 5-wave move down. It was also a 5-wave move down, though it wasn't the best. And there was another rise yesterday, this time in 3 waves. Yes, all of the rises look like they are corrective in 3 waves, which means prices could always go down. Yesterday, the market went up and hit the support area. I'm leaving it alone for now on the chart. Okay, fine. This morning, the market just went down a little more. 5 waves have formed. I think I showed you the last movie already. No, I think we only saw 3 waves in that video. During the New York session, we saw another low. Altogether, we've seen 5 waves. I believe I shared that on Twitter. Also, the fact that we've seen another 5-wave move down from here shows that the direction is always down, which supports my claim that we're going down. The drop is now complete in this area. This wave is part of a bigger third wave that will take us next to the low 50,000 area. Now that this drop is complete, I'm waiting for a rise to fix things. But there is a spot called the Fibonacci pivot. It's around 56,000 to 55,350. It's not 100% accurate, but it's one of those rules. It's not likely that this is wave one of a bigger third wave if the market breaks below 55,350 now. At this rate, it looks like we are already seeing the start of a third wave. It's possible that we'll go down more directly and find something like this. This could be the second wave or something. Okay. Sometimes things go like this because this third wave ends at some point. This works when the market is going up or down. You don't always get 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. At some point it will just break. And it's more likely that this will happen below 55,350. We're not talking about a break that lasts, not if it drops to 55,345, right? Then it's not meant that way. Okay, fine. To keep the pressure off, the price needs to stay below the high from Wednesday. This is circle 2, which is where the yellow structure stops making sense. Okay, is it optimistic if we break above it? Not at all. In the short run, maybe, but from what I can see now, it would only cause wave 2 to be bigger. That is why this bigger wave 2 downturn, which peaked on September 3rd, is still going on. It wouldn't be bullish, but it might be less negative. In this case, it would mean that the bears have failed, which is interesting, but it wouldn't be positive yet. That's all the news about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the news. Please click like, comment, and subscribe if you did. Also, if you enjoy the videos a lot, please check out the channel membership. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter for more posts. Thanks for seeing it. Goodbye.